Ridge, about a mile and a half to your right. But now it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It'll be dark soon. He was told by Robert Edward Lee that when he comes out across from the two hills, now look to the left, you'll get a good look at Little Round Top off the left. And when we turn the bus, you'll get it on to the right. You see those cars on the ridge in front of you? That's Devil's Den, the top of Devil's Den. Longstreet gets down here and he sees that those are not cars, those are Union cannon. And now he is not going to be able to do what General Lee wants him to do because the Union forces have moved out of position. No other battle in the American Civil War is going to fall on the back of the soldiers as much as Gettysburg is, kids. And this is why. Take a look. We're going to have the bus make a hard left turn here. Go up the hill. James Longstreet soldiers are to do exactly what we're doing with the bus. They're to do a hairpin turn, stretch their men out into these fields, and march back towards the Blue Water Tower. Wait till we get the bus turned here so you get a good view of it. That Blue Water Tower, folks, is a mile and a half ahead of you on the right. Longstreet's men are to kind of look like a snowplow being stretched out to the field at the right, but it's going to be dark soon. Longstreet's going to change the attack. Instead of going up the Emmitsburg Road, he's going to go from left to right and go across and hit Little Round Top, a place called the Wheat Field, and a place called the Peach Orchard, and that's where the bus is going to turn. Take another good look, folks, at Little Round Top. It'll be on your right now. It is finishing the 18-month restoration of it. Hopefully we'll have it open in a couple weeks. Next year, when you come back, maybe we'll be able to get you up there, but that is Little Round Top. Joshua Chamberlain of the 20th Maine, if those are the adults looking for him, he's on the other side of the 44th New York Monument on top, which is the castle. And that's Chamberlain's on the other side. Folks, the second day of Gettysburg is our bloodiest day on the battlefield here. It's the bloodiest day on the battlefield because, first of all, it's getting dark. Second of all, the Union plans for defense, that powerful fishhook line, has been destroyed. And now the Confederate assault, which is supposed to come up the road, is going to left and right. First day of Gettysburg, do not bring on a general engagement. 16,000 soldiers were killed, wounded, missing, or captured. Second day of Gettysburg, the defense and attack positions are changed. We'll have 20,000 casualties on the second day. Not this right, the next one. The monuments you see here, folks, are soldiers that shouldn't be here. They're supposed to be towards the back, and they are too forward to the front. And they're going to pay the price for that as the Confederates launch an assault right at them. This is a 6:30 assault. This is the Peach Orchard here at Gettysburg, one of our bloodiest actions. The American Civil War, 720,000 soldiers. Here at Gettysburg, we know we have anywhere from 700 to 1,000 soldiers still buried on the battlefield. We just do not know where they are. They are in places surrounding the bus, in places like the Peach Orchard. Look to the left down here. I got to point out that barn. That's the Abram Trossel barn. And these Abram Trossel barn is where the last cannonball hole on the park exists. Once we get down past that tree, you'll look to the left. The barn has two diamond-shaped vent windows in it. The cannonball hole is below the lower window on the right. You can Google that photo on your phone. You Google unfit for service at Gettysburg. That barn will show up and everybody goes, oh cool, there's that cannonball hole.
Are you ready, Alicia?
Unfit for service, folks, because underneath it are 16 to 20 dead horses and mules killed on the action on July 2nd. Look to the left. There's the cannonball hole to the left.
Excuse me, God.
Most of the soldiers that are moved out of position are from the state of New York, kids. This is where your families are paying the price. To the right side of the bus now is the wheat field here at Gettysburg. The Civil War has been fought on hundreds of wheat fields. This is the only one that's a proper noun. In the span of 20 to 80 minutes, it'll change hands 5 to 7 times. When it is over, the wheat field on your right, we estimate 4,000 soldiers' casualties, and over 1,000 bodies and pieces of bodies litter that wheat field. You literally can walk across it, they'll say, and your feet will never touch the ground. In fighting for this wheat field will be 90 soldiers who grew up in Gettysburg. This is where they played as children, and now they're fighting and dying, trying to save their home. This is what's happening here on July 2nd. We're going to go straight. Now as we go up here, Little Round Top is to your right front. This is where the line is supposed to be. But if you look to the right side of the bus now, you'll see a rise in ground. That's where General Sickles moved the line forward. As we come up here, the bridge is going over a muskrat pond. If you've never seen muskrat, look out in the middle. You'll see they've trimmed the trees down like pencils. During the battle, this was a wetland. We're going straight, my son. This was a wetland. 4 years ago, 3 beavers moved in, dammed up the Plum Run area, built a lodge. Next year, 3 of their kids came back. They built another dam, put an addition on the beaver lodge. The following year, their kids came back, built a 3rd dam, and moved into the beaver lodge, which is now off to your right. It's in the center of the pond. That's where the beavers live. And now this year, muskrats have come back. So the only lesson to teach 7th graders and parents, I'm just going to say you're welcome. As you guys get older, you have to move out of your parents' basement. You can't not stay there forever. You might end up flooding historical land. So that's what's happening here. We're going to make a left turn at the top. As the second day of Gettysburg comes to an end, folks, bands of both armies now start to play. What the bands are trying to do is cover up the screams of the soldiers that are slowly dying all around this bus. Some crying out for water, some calling out names of people we'll never see again, some committing suicide on this battlefield as their wounds are too vicious and too painful. These young men who aren't prepared to die for their country are paying a terrible, terrible price. As we come down here, the man on the right is a Union General, John Sedgwick. That's who he is. As the second day comes to the close, Robert Edward Lee decides he's going to renew the action on July 3rd. He has had a kind of a good day here July 3rd. He pushed the Union Army off of that peach orchard up onto Little Round Top, and he has a small foothold on Culp's Hill. He decides he'll attack the Union Army in the early morning hours of July 3rd on Culp's Hill and on Little Round Top, where all the beavers have moved in. He forgets that George Gordon Meade gets an opportunity to make a decision, and Meade decides he's going to kick the Confederates off of Culp's Hill, and he begins that action at 4 a.m. in the morning. From 4 a.m. to 11 a.m., Union and Confederate forces slug it out on that hill you saw at the beginning of the tour, Culp's Hill. But by 11 a.m., George Gordon Meade has his fishhook line all back into place. Now Robert Edward Lee is deciding he's going to come up with a second plan, a backup plan. That's known as Pickett's Charge. That's where we're going to end the tour, and that's the painting that you'll see.
So many leaves. Oh, something like that.
Yep. So, yeah. We can't get a bus back. Can't get a bus back. We're up on Little Round Top. Now, folks, as we come up here, in front of the bus is the biggest monument on the battlefield. This is the Pennsylvania Monument.
Oh my
Again,
God.
Pennsylvania, New York send the most troops to fight here at Gettysburg.
You can't see
On
no
top
more.
is Nike, the winged goddess of victory. Nike's made from melted down cannon from the state of Pennsylvania.
Right
On
there.
the base
Look
are
at
90 bronze plaques. They have 35,000 names of Pennsylvanians who are on the payroll, the muster roll. June 30th, 1863. We think 25,000 of them fought here at Gettysburg. Now here's what I need you to do. We're going to let you go up in that monument, but the bus needs to leave here at 2:30. Not at 2:31, not at 2:32. So you can go up into that monument. You go up into the vestibule on the inside. There's a go to the left and park up if you can in front of these cars right before the stripe thing.
Turn it down a little bit.
So you can go up, but we are leaving at 2:30, so you need to be on the bus before that. So take a chance, go up and take a look. It's a good day to be up there. It won't be super hot. And then we'll finish up at the angle with Pickett's Charge, so you'll be ready for the paint.
We're about to go in here.
Yo, do that with me.
Sit down. Yo, we have to go.
Thanks. Now I don't have to take any. Oh my god.
I get to post this on YouTube. Yay.
Yeah? You're doing a vlog? Oh, I'm going to be rich and famous.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, why you? I thought
My
you
last
were going to
my last video got 430 views.
Cool.
Yo. Thank you. I hate steps. Alright, let's do this. I hope this gets as much views as my last video. 430 views.
60-foot tower really killed my leg.
I started looking down, my legs started shaking.
Heart in the dirt. Oh my god. Really?
It's not that bad. All you have to do is skip a step. Yo.
Hey, don't.
It's not preppy in here.
I'm gonna get dizzy.
I can't see. It's preppy up in here. I can't see.
I'm gonna get dizzy.
Stop!
They're just mowing me.
Real, it keeps going.
Because it's spiral staircase, okay? It's small.
Oh my god, BBL.